large state of Kansas, 82,000 miles of land in Kansas. So I was living in Emporia, Kansas, which is right here, and my friend Sonia took me up to meet her friend Michael, who lived on the southwest side of Topeka near Washburn University. He was really into crop circles and UFOs, and I had just read Circular Evidence by Colin and Delgado, and so she thought this would be really interesting. So I met her friend Michael right about here in Topeka. And he was telling me all about the keys of Enoch, and he gave me some photographs, the calendar back of these photographs of some crop circles in England. And as I looked at these compared to the crop circles in the book, Circular Evidence, I was thinking to myself, well, these are probably made by people, so you know, if one of these shows up in Kansas, then I'll believe. So I wished for a crop circle, and this was about 10:30 at night on Friday, June 16th of 1995. So we left and we went back to Emporia, and the next Thursday I was down here at my mother's house in Plevna, Kansas, because my brother from Ohio was visiting for my younger brother's wedding, and I would only be there for that reason. I would never be there on a Thursday morning. So this was the 22nd of June, and my mother hands me the newspaper article. She said, look, here on the front page of the Hutchinson News, crop circles mar Inman wheat field. I jumped up, gathered my stuff together, called the farmer, got permission, directions, asked him if I could go and research this, and he said, sure. So I went to the crop circle site and found that this is what it looked like. And there's where it appeared, right there, about 7 or 8 miles east of Inman, and then a mile north and a quarter of a mile back into the field. So that's where the crop circle happened. And I later found out that a young farmer was driving his tractor. He was tilling the field right across this dirt road from where the crop circle appeared, and he saw a row of lights, 8 or 9 lights that looked like car headlights on dim, he said. And the hair on his arms was standing up on end as he watched these lights going back and forth. He was riding his tractor back and forth, tilling the field, and he watched the lights for about 10 minutes, and then he said he turned around at the end of the row, and the crop circle, or the lights had disappeared. Okay, so he went home. A few days later, the farmer found the crop circles right where the young man had seen the lights hovering over the field. I've asked some people, and they say that this kind of resembles a tractor. Without telling them anything, they say, well, it kind of looks like a tractor. Well, I agree. I think that the crop circle makers were looking at him, looking at them, and they were sending a message. But the bigger message came a year later when I decided to continue exploring these synchronicities. I was listening to Pleiadian Communication, which is on the radio right now, on my stereo. And I decided to draw a line between where I was when I wished for the crop circle in Topeka to where I was when I actually heard about the crop circle 6 days later at my mother's house in Plevna. And lo and behold, you draw a line between those 2 points. From where I was when I wished for the crop circle, where I was when the crop circle was made known to me in the news, and it runs directly through the side of the crop circle. Again, we're talking about 82,000 square miles of land in Kansas. And this is exactly where the crop circle appeared. So that was my crop circle initiation. I think that was confirmation that the circle makers were listening to what I was asking for, and they answered my wish immediately. And to this day, I still have communication with the crop circle